What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. What happened? What are we witnessing? What happened yesterday? What happened last night? A lot of questions are on the table. I'm talking to folks. The first thing people are saying is what happened? We saw Bitcoin hit $81,000 last night. The question was and still is, what happened? Why would Bitcoin go that low? There's a few different reasons to kind of explain that, but if you have been talking and seeing a lot of the posts, a lot of the comments lately, the past few weeks, people are saying, you know what, I expect Bitcoin to go down to the $70,000 range. Some people are saying they expect Bitcoin to go down to the $60,000 or even $53,000 range. So is this a surprise to see that Bitcoin dipped down to $81,000 yesterday? Will we be surprised to continue to see Bitcoin dip further into the weeks, into the months? What did January do? January started off strong. January gave us a little bit of hope. There was a lot of hopium around there. We started off January $86,000. We hit $81,000 last night. 4 consecutive months in the red. Unprecedented movements that we're having. There's a few different angles you can take a look at what the future of cryptocurrency, what the future of Bitcoin could be. One is that if we can have $80,000 to be our support level, that could be positive, that could be strong. If that is a support level, then that's positive momentum through and for the rest of the year of 2026. But on the flip side, things could get a lot worse than what we're seeing right now. When you compare this cycle, whatever this cycle means right now, definition of a cycle kind of changed. But if you compare where we are right now and you compare it to the last cycle, 2020, 2021, we saw Bitcoin hit $69,000. The year after that, 2022, we saw Bitcoin dip down to $16,000, $15,000. Last year, 2025, Bitcoin all-time high hit $126,000. If we was to reduce that in half, we talking about $62,000. Half of 69 is 35, 34 and a half. Bitcoin didn't go to 34 and a half. It went to 15. So it even took that half and it halved that. So if we take that 126, if we halve it, we go to 62. If we halve that, we go to 31. You're talking about possibility of seeing Bitcoin hit $30,000 to $35,000 in the year of 2026. These are some of the things, some of the dynamics that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency pose for us long-term investors. These are some of the things that we have to make decisions of, and we have to be cognizant of the different movements that could possibly happen. So you take a look at what happened and what's happening currently. Gold and silver has been kicking butt. Gold and silver has been experiencing a bull market, is in a bull run. We saw silver yesterday hit $122. What was people doing? FOMOing into it. Oh, silver's the next best thing. Let me go ahead and buy into it. Gold hit $5,600. I said, what? People were shocked. Everybody was standing in line. When gold was $4,000, nobody was in line. When gold was $3,500, nobody was in line. Now that it's $5,600, everybody was in line and is in line for gold. Silver, $122, the line is packed. When silver was $30, nobody was in line. Line was wide open. These are some of the things that we really have to pay attention to. These are a lot of the lessons that we have learned by being in cryptocurrency. We have seen Bitcoin at all-time high, $120,000. Everybody's in line. Everybody's talking about Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dipped down low, $74,000, $75,000, nobody is talking about Bitcoin. Everybody's running. But the fact is, that is when you're supposed to be gravitating towards it. That is when you're supposed to be getting greedy, like the OG Warren Buffett said. but it's very hard to buy when the markets are red. Easy to buy when the markets are green. Easy to buy Bitcoin at $122,000. Easy to buy gold at $5,500. Easy to buy silver at $120. But when that you buying that dog on top, when that bottom come in, when them dips start to come, you're gonna be like, damn, what the heck did I do? I was selling my cryptocurrency, dumping into silver and gold at its all-time high. I'm selling my cryptocurrency at all-time low, and I'm dumping it into a commodity at an all-time high. That is a recipe for disaster. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Everything gets corrected, as we continue to see in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin go up $126,000, come down to 80,000, come down to 81, might go lower than that. Ethereum go up $4,900, come back down $2,000, might go lower than that. That is what happens when you are riding the wave. We've never seen silver and gold this volatile. I said, damn, did all the cryptocurrencies go over there to silver and gold? And now they're trading silver and gold like it's crypto? I know the silver and gold people are pissed off. More than not, but because they made a lot of money. They bought it when it was low. Maybe some of the crypto folks went over there, ran the price up. They ran the price up. A lot of the OG folks who was buying the silver and gold at low prices, taking profits. They said, damn, $5,500? Let me go ahead and exit right now. Let me take some profits. What did the price do? Drop. Came down very heavy. Gold dropped 10% overnight. When have gold ever dropped 10% in a week, let alone overnight? The silver dumped 20%. Silver's now $89. Yesterday was at $122. These are some of the things that we're seeing. Gold is now back to $5,000. Yesterday was $5,600. These are some of the things that we're seeing in our financial states. Bitcoin is all up in there too. So there was trillions of dollars that was moved out of silver and gold. Where's that money going to? Where is that money being shifted into? Traditionally, we've always seen silver and gold hit its top. After that, the money starts to shift into cryptocurrency. But will that happen this time? Who knows? We are in different dynamics right now. Things are moving very different than they had moved in the past, but still a possibility that the money can flow out of gold and silver and right back into cryptocurrency. Do not count cryptocurrency out. Don't count Bitcoin out, because we know any particular day Bitcoin can run up $5, $6, $10,000, like we seen yesterday. Bitcoin hit 81,000, down $5,000 or $6,000 in one day. We saw Bitcoin hit $97,000 in the month of January. Now it's at 81, 82,000. Maybe back to $83,000. Will we see a recovery? What type of movements will we see going into this weekend? Over the past few weekends, the weekends have been very bearish. We've been seeing dumps. Could we see a pump on the last weekend of January? We know President Trump came out and announced his new Federal Reserve Chairman, Mr. Kevin Warsh. We all know what that's about. That's going to be his. It's kind of like putting your nephew as CEO of your own of your corporation. So you call your nephew, you say, "Nephew, I need you to sign this." All right, Unc, I got you. So we know what kind of plays are going to be called over the next couple of years when it comes to interest rates. More manipulation is in store. May 15th, Jerome Powell will be relieved of his duties. The new Fed chairman will come in. Is this part of the uncertainty that is now being answered that the market needed? Was the market waiting on the announcements? We know we have some situations with the government shutdown that's looming over the country once again. Will they, or I believe last night they sat down and had a little bit of a negotiation apart as the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, I think they came to an agreement on that. So that'll grant us another 2 weeks before they have to come and sit down, do another agreement. But it is just all of these unknowns that is continuing to be a burden on these financial markets, especially cryptocurrency. Everything else seemed to be holding up well. We did see Microsoft has had its little bit of issue yesterday. Tech stocks had a little bit of an issue yesterday, but Bitcoin is not bad. Like I say, as long as Bitcoin can hold the floor of $80,000, right now we're back at $82,300. Ethereum $2,695. I know old man Ether is tired. Old man Ether is wore out. Old man Ether is probably like the senior citizen that's just tired. He said, you know what, go get me a wheelchair. I'm tired. This new cryptocurrency administration is wearing old man Ether out. Old man Ether saying, yeah, I got the walker, but you know what, go get me a wheelchair. Push me around until the market stabilize. Send me to physical therapy. I need to build up some strength for me to be able to handle this. Even old man Ether is being hit with this emotional stress from these cryptocurrency markets. Fear and greed index right back down to 28. Right back down to 20, just at 50. You talking about a roller coaster. Fear and greed index go from 50 right back down to 28. Like Drake said, real quick. Bitcoin dominance 58.77%, at least it is, below 59%. Ethereum dominance 11.64. So that means some of the other altcoins somewhere around there is doing well. Excuse me. So it's very interesting to see what direction that the cryptocurrency market is going to go specifically. The other markets have been doing well. The S&P 500, the stock markets, Dow Jones, been doing well. Russell 2000 been kicking butt. Silver and gold has been kicking butt. What is going on with cryptocurrency? What will 2026 display, show us? Will it be like it has been before, to where Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is the last sector that see the pumps? That'll be awesome if that is the case. That'll be something that we will be waiting on. We're going to be right here for it. That's why, folks, yesterday, we were on a live last night. He said, brother say, coach, I just got paid. I'm getting ready to take this $1,200 and dollar cost averaging in on to some of these discounts. One person's dip is another person's opportunity. Depends on how you're looking at it. Is the cup half empty or is it half full? You have to understand what it is that you are being presented with. Opportunities are all around us. But you can ask the next person and they'll say it's doom and gloom. Person looking at the same thing. One person is happy, the next person is down and out and depressed. So that's what cryptocurrency presents to us. You have to be cut from a special cloth, have to be thick-skinned to be invested into cryptocurrency because it is so volatile. It's not going to be something that is going to be taken care of or happened or granted to you overnight. This is a process. You have to be in it to win it. You have to be in it for the long run. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. So come on over there, join us in a Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.